Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us away from temptation. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Chukubiko yemaka, inafumo inanumo. Chukubiko yemaka, anama tata. Chukubiko yemaka. This is dedicated to the many great men like me, in search of themselves in the sea of masculinity. I hope you find what you're looking for, young me. The moment we stop being the men they want, we are banished, tarnished like redhead children who live in the duality of angel and demon. Fee, fi, fo, fum. So many great men on the run. Longest time, I'm not entirely sure what to say, but I'm willing to wait for anything. Let's meet any day regardless of the rain. I anticipate the pain. I'm ready to be your son, your boy, reflected on the memories we enjoyed. For the longest time, you've existed in this ecosystem of life and death. I paid your existence little respect. Seems the same you've paid mine. I lost you, I gained me, I still shine. When I think about fatherhood, me riding a bike comes to mind. I feel your presence. This invisible hand aligned against my spine. O Father, be thy mine and mine alone. Never mind that I am grown, for no man hopes to be alone within this league of relegated bastards. I'm past that. I want you in the past tense. Feel mad tense, uncovering the resent that has been pent. I forgive myself as I repent from my old ways. Yet how can I reinvent this man, my father, at his old age? For our memories are soiled, his name has been toiled, hence why my father became this figure I chose to avoid. I think you helped me that way, pushing me on my way, never scared till I went away. These strange lights, these cold nights, I wonder where you are. Is he coming? I'm still turning on my bed every night. I think I heard these footsteps. Someone else. Knocks are felt. For all I remember are the moments she wept and the blows you rendered. Daddy, please. Daddy, please. Daddy, please. I'm not sure why I'm begging, dreading what's to come next. Time here seems heavy for these young shoulders, crying boulders. My eyes have seen plenty. I feel sorry for those who see me and are filled with envy. For I am a man in search of what it means to be free. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from yourself. Thoughts of my father led me to the sea. The salt, the breeze, the sounds, the sand, all a mystery, like the man who I would call my dad. I know what he isn't. He isn't my friend. He isn't my confidant. He isn't my role model. He isn't my caregiver. He isn't loved by me. So who is this man I have come to know as my father? The process of discovering your father seems like an uphill escalator ride that has no edge or end. All that I know seems dense. Our relationship is characterized by the void. Phone calls seem like nothing but white noise as performances of care are rehearsed. And we, the characters within the play, are content to hold scripts with nothing there. Daddy, I love you. So the script said. I smile, although inside I wept. He, tense, unsure what to say, or notions of repent. We both estranged, buried behind resent. For what we are and what we got. The times unspent, the memories unkept. He died a long time ago. While I wondered whether I, still alive to conjure notions of me, they say we are images of our parents. But what happens when parents turn to foe? I found myself in the ring going toe to toe, throwing punches, tantrums, blows, never letting go. This anger is mine and mine alone. Dare I let it go? Dare I breathe and know? Dare I learn to grow? For stagnation is nobody's but mine. Throw me away, for who can stand a man who whines of past aggressions, lost to the person he was, filled with rage? So this man kneels and prays, hoping deliverance is on his way. Waiting patiently as Sunday came, Thanksgiving Day, yet his family was away. Gone, taken, with no say. Mother, I remember that day. I said I didn't want to go. She slapped my apprehensions away. Nothing to hold on to, and nothing to say. Mommy, I want to stay. I still remember the day. Daddy, where are you? Questions asked for centuries by many like me. I warm my father's rosary beads. My heart slowly bleeds. Recollections of him holding me. But those memories are gone. So only ghosts I see or saw. A relationship that once was. Reserved now only to chain messages and shaky phone calls. I wish I could know more about you, Ugochukwu.
14 billion years ago, a star was born from molecules, clouds, and air. 4 billion years ago, a fossil came to Earth. There were only rocks until a first human crawled. But even stars don't live forever. When their fuel is burned and they puff away, the supernova blast, the last hurrah, we are all just a stardust. If I tell you about a place, a city in Europe, a country in the middle, a place between east and west, a land between mountains and the sea, a territory that has been occupied by many and abandoned by those who wanted to be free. It was a place of joy, sometime in the past, when families gathered together, when small and big children ran afar, when families played, drank water or coffee, wine and brandy. People worked in forests and fields, factories, offices and firms, schools, shops, boutiques, often with joy, but sometimes tears. In this place they made wonders from thread and soil, built houses, sheds, lives, philosophies. It's been a magic place since the 6th century with kings and queens, fools and harlequins. There were movements of resistance when the city was a puppet of a terrible invasion and when unity and comradeship were prominent identities, but not without falsity. Many voices were heard through this land, and the songs were sang, and even violence came. Brothers fought against brothers, children died, and so did mothers and fathers. There were even witches accused of sinful crafts, and the city between two hills battled earthquakes and floods. Fathers, mothers, grandparents, children, pets, ancient spirits, plants, sun and clouds fought and laughed. A dark-haired father from the mountains, God's nature was in his heart. He knew the name of every single bird or animal or tree. He knew the joys and hardships of a human history. He carried his children on his shoulders, taught them to be free. That was my Tata. They say it takes time when you finally talk about stars that faded, stars that burst away, and then you feel love, not hurt, without pain that arrests you. They say a God gave all the breath of life, created our bodies with chemicals and water, humans, plants, and catfish. We are energy, a spider web, and when our beings become free, we disperse in all parts of the galaxy. When I stand in your room, Tata, in your garden, telling tales and woos old and new, I can hear you, feel you, and see you. I stop for a moment to notice you, the silhouette made up in my mind, that voice that speaks about precious times. Sometimes you only get to know someone when they're gone and get to love them even more, but melodies of their voice are engraved in your soul. When I come home, he won't be sitting on the porch or caressing his plants. He brought a table tennis table for us. I will have no one to play with, not like me and him did. Tata, remember last year when we played a game and you asked me if I believed in fairy tales? Tata, I'm sorry about times when I didn't get my life in order and that there is no one to call you grandfather. You made sure I have what I need, a roof over my head and food to eat. The books you bought for me, reciting poems, us running the fields, you holding me by hand, eating ice creams. You fixed my car and a bike, put petrol in my booth. Remember you got me a BMX and I fell, and you taught me to keep driving ahead, told me not to be afraid. We played football, a table tennis. You said it's worth to finish university. Do as I wish. I remember being dressed up in denim, you and me doing preschool shopping with my mullet hair mistaken for a boy, me playing football and hitting back when bullied. You told me so. I remember, Tata. Dust goes to dust in the clayed fields of decay. The lips are silent, and the eyes are hollow with no sight. But ashes will rise, give new breath of life to flowers blighted by chill and frost. The joyous spring will come, and the rising glory of the sun. You went as you came, unassuming, low key. Mom put a pillow under your head, set you free. Did you know it's your turn? Maybe you knew, but you didn't tell. I'm a fatherless child, and I just don't see you in my sleep. They say 40 days must pass until you leave. Everybody will die one day, you said. People can hurt each other when they're trying to help. Yes, Tata, I believe in fairy tales and a new life that lies for me ahead. In a new land of all shades of green. Maybe everything is a prophecy. At the end, all humans have the same language of love they speak. Where are you now? Are you in the stars? Fathers are stars. When their hearts stop beating, they disperse into skies. You're also a dove on my Christmas tree, Tata, and beating in my heart. This year for Christmas, I want birds to tell sweet songs of your heart and trees whispering about the love you gave. You're like a cool rain on my face, me an untamed river, when air is breezy and sparkling, in a rogue wood, at a still lake. Sometimes, just like you, Tata, I like to roam free. Maybe if I was a boy, it would have been easier. I know you're not disappointed with me. I still can't talk about you, Tata. It's the lump in my mouth that makes it hard. 40 days later, a soul is supposed to leave. It's 35 days and I can't feel you here. Mom says not to dwell, but let you sleep. It's the rush of memories that come, your face smiling at me. I remember the time of being in a dark room, a room where there is never light on, wondering when again I will feel love. This time, the room has beautiful colors, a room of hearts and all desires, with a free will paving on path, angels paving blocks for me to belong. I'm walking my path, Tata. I can hear music and words come out of angels' mouths and heart. I light the brightest candle as I think of a Jesus pilgrim, Jesus